Tacoimposters for June 21st, 2020. Today is Father's Day, because it's Sunday, June. Can I always put a 10 and 9? So yes. Today's Father's Day. We did some Father's Day stuff. I did some Father's Day stuff with my dad. Good stuff, family stuff. We had pizza. It was good. Good times, I guess. I don't know. Not much to say. Oopsies, don't want this here. Just a sec. Yes. So, what I've been doing is I've been looking into lots of VR stuff. And for me, VR is, well, more 360 than VR. 360 can be VR, but not always. I don't know, I just picked up this thing and I was like, what is this? Look. I found it in a bus. Because I was going on a trip. Like a trip with my church, and we went to like a youth retreat, and we went on a bus, and I found this in the bus like way back. It's a, what is it? It's a, what's his name? I don't know his name, but it's no, it's a funny joke. It's the Green Lantern. It's a funny joke from Big Bang Theory. The first guy. Okay, so the first Green Lantern, the original Green Lantern could be killed with the color yellow. The second with wood. You could kill them both with the number 2 pencil. Funny. Anyway, so yeah, I've been looking into 360, and I think 360 is great for virtual tours. So like going to like a museum, going to a school, going to a place, and seeing a 360. Unlike what's it called, which is not at all. Is it still running? Yes. Okay. I don't think anything else, like video, forget it. It's a faff thing that nobody likes. If you watch it for 5 minutes and go, that was cool, never show me that again, or I don't care for it again. Which, in my opinion, I understand, because I watched lots of 360 content, like, what, last year and the year before, and I went, whoa, that's cool. And so last year I realized, I'm going to buy, and I bought this camera. I don't know why I didn't bring it up here. This camera right here. I like a lot. Honestly, I really like a lot. Which is a Gear 360 2017. I like it, personally. I've been doing a lot of time-lapse, 180 time-lapses with it on Instagram. So for me, it was very good, but I don't, because I learned, okay, if you want a good guy for 360, go to Ben Claremont's channel, Ben Claremont, and look up all the stuff he has. He has books, he has, you know, he does courses, he does everything. It's great. I have downloaded his free ebook, which is How to Make Tiny Planets, and then the one, How to Make Money. Best tips on how to make money, best ways to make money with a 360 camera. And personally, he does not like this one anymore. But that's only because there are better cameras. He also has the mentality of his motto is basically live your life in 3D or something. 360 is it, or keep shooting your life in 3D, something like that. 360. And then the other thing he lives by is he tells it people all the time. Any 360 camera is better than no 360 camera, because 360 is really an emerging market. People have said it's fresh, so that's both a pro and a con. Because fresh means like, oh look, it's fresh. People like it still. It's like, yeah, good, but it's fresh. Nobody knows what to do with it yet. So is that what we want? I'm not sure. Is it? Oh, I love that sound. Listen to that sound. Listen. Wait. No. Listen. I love that sound. Anyway, that satisfying pop. Anyway, so for me personally, I think that 360 video, it's faff. It's a faff gimmick that will never go anywhere. 360 video games, like VR video games, like iffy. Just barely usable. I'd love to play one. I've never played a good one, so I've never played an Oculus Rift or a Vive or any of that, or I've never even played good phone VR. I played not like Google Daydream or Samsung VR. I played where is it? That one. I don't know. It's a Google Cardboard, which was here. Oh, here. Google Cardboard, and then the next best thing, which is alright. What is it? It's what? That doesn't stay at all. Okay. Better. I want to get something. I'll be right back. But yeah, that's a Viewmaster. So personally, I don't know if VR is a way to go with 360. I personally don't like 360 video. Photos I can see it working for stuff for things like what's it called? For things like my gosh, for things like virtual tours, I think it's very good. I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to make virtual tours, that's what I want to do with my VR. I want to be like, yeah, I want to make virtual tours. I'm not sure if that's like the way to go. But my dad thinks that you could do it for like schools and like grocery stores and places like grocery stores. Like no, but I think you could do it for schools and you could do it for like Showa University or Showa. It might take me a few days to do a whole thing, but I could do it definitely. Like I think this thing is like the bare minimum. Anything but like lower than this, like quality, is like not usable anymore. So like 4K is the minimum for video, and I think this is about 16 megapixel, I think, or 13 megapixel, and it's just good enough for pictures. It's grainy, it's not good, but if you showed somebody a picture and weddings, that's where my dad thinks weddings. He thinks you could do the whole bridal party in 360, like have them come around. Oh, I think so too, but I don't know because I feel like weddings, people would say stuff like, well, where's my 2D regular photography? I just picked up this. Look, it's my dad's old, from a, that's a good question. What is this from? CX, what is this from? This is a, doesn't tell me, lens made in Korea. Does it tell me what it is from here? No. What kind of lens is this? This is a, kind of mix, Hittech, MC Auto. Anyway, it's a 52 millimeter, so it's like a 50 mil. It's like a pancake lens. It's what they call a pancake lens, I think. Anyway, apparently, lenses from this era had a tiny bit of like radiation, like radioactive material in it, very small amount. Cause my friend was telling me that, and he's a photographer, so. No, he's a videographer, not a photographer, but he does photography. He's primarily a videographer. Anyway. So yeah, I think that would be a good thing. Weddings could do that, but you need to have somebody, either you or somebody else, do 2D photography too. Because you think about it, right? And in the book that I was reading for how to make money with 360 camera, how to make money with your 360 camera, it was very much, look, you can make, you can say $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for like a session, depending on how long it takes you, obviously. Because the camp, my summer camp, I said to my summer camp, I sent them a message on Instagram once, and I said, or a few days ago, and I said, you should do, because the other camp that I went to for my winter retreats has one, right? Has what's it called? Has 360 like interactive look of every room and every place at the camp. I messaged my summer camp that I go to. That's the winter retreat. The one I go to for summer like work in summer, does not have that, and I said, you guys should have a 360 virtual tour, and I sent them a link to Ben Claremont's best virtual tour software. And personally, if they did that, oh my god, they would go like this through the roof, people. Because people would like that. I don't know, I think they'd like that. Not sure how much they'd like that, but I think they would like enjoy that very much, at least in my opinion. I'm not sure though, because it's one of those things you're like, I don't know, man. You're like, what do you mean? No, I don't know. It's exactly what they want. It's like, is it really? I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. But, hey, what are you going to do? It's kind of the new thing that people would want. It doesn't take that long. It's not that hard. And I could do it for them in, like, a day. Like, if they wanted me to do it for them. Like, I don't need them to want, like, not me necessarily, but... I mean, not necessarily, but yeah. So, yeah. Personally, I think that's where they should go. Just so that they could, like... Because... From what I've heard, their numbers at that camp went from like great to great to so let me just check. Still recording. Yep, still recording. Okay, so their numbers went a little like iffy. I remember one year they had like literally 0 people, like not 0, but they had like 10 or 20 in the whole camp, and then the next week they had like 100, and then the next week, or like 90 or something, and then the next week they had something. Okay, the last year I was there, which is 2 years ago, which is 2018, for co-ed, which is the teen, which is between 12 and 18, which technically 12 to, 13 to 17, but they let 12-year-olds in, they let me, who was 18, so, anyway, there were 98 people there. That's just campers. And I remember one person saying, just go hard, because we were playing a game called, that's context. You need context for that, sorry. We're playing a game called Mission Impossible, which is a game where at night, you let the kids get a gem, and you have to get it across the other side of the camp without getting caught by the counselors, or staff, right? And I was technically playing it wrong because what you're supposed to do is supposed to walk around. So you're supposed to patrol. But I would sit in one place, right? And, of course, that's the thing. If I stood in one place, you could figure it out better. But the guy kept coming to me going, the guy running it was like, you gotta move around, you gotta move around. I'm like, no, I don't. You don't know how the game works. Anyway, he said, beat him, go hard, go ham, go hard. And I was like, okay. And basically what happened there was, I went hella hard. Because guess what? It was like 10 against 100. It's a little insane. That's a little insane. Insanity, my friend. Because you know where to go, right? I remember me sitting in the fire pit where we do campfire, and I was playing music at like super blaring loud. And this is at like 11 o'clock at night. 11:45 at night. It's crazy. Now, this is not the crazy stuff that I heard. I heard stories of people waking kids up at like 1:30 in the morning playing Mission Impossible. I'm like, what? For like an hour. I'm not even joking. Like 1 o'clock for like an hour. I'm like, no way. Like, yeah. I've heard also co-eds go till like 3 in the morning. Like, you're allowed to be up until 3 in the morning. Which I was like, oh, come on. Why am I going to bed at like 9 o'clock at night? What the hell? And their nice compromise to that was like 11 o'clock. I'm like, no. 1 o'clock is like the max. Like, come on. And the other thing was, they didn't wake them up after the... Because staff hated that. They hated having to put them down to sleep, finally getting to sleep, and then waking them up and saying, okay, now we're going to go do Mission Impossible. They hated it. Anyway, Mission Impossible is great. Mission Impossible is fun. If you can play Mission Impossible at any kind of camp, it's like a manhunt kind of thing, or like a capture the flag, but not really. I've also played capture the flag in the dark, and I did not do very well. But I still remember capture the flag, okay? This is how it ran, okay? So I'm going to print you a picture here, a word picture here. So all the cabins, okay, the waterfront is here because we're on a lake. Waterfront's like here. And then there are cabins all along the waterfront for the boys' side. And you can technically run behind the cabins slightly because there's like woods, kind of. It's hard to explain, but you can run right behind it. Because there's like a little bit of an opening before the water. And you just have enough clearance to run. So like, my best friend, he's in the little booth that they make, the little area, the square, whatever, 3x3 square that you get with the cones, and like, this is where the flag is, right? There's that, and then there's a jail. So basically, what happens there is, he's got the flag, right? And he kind of just jukes and like, and then he just runs. And he just runs as fast as he can, and nobody realized it. By halfway, they only realized it like halfway down the way. He juked it, ran, and see the water's here, let's say. Like, the water's here, and then there's like a little gap before the water, and you could go like run behind the cabins, right? So he just ran right down the cabins, and he just ran. And he ran along the water line, and he just like booked it. And he's like, wait, let me get satisfied. Wait, no, satisfying. Anyway, and he just goes, and he just wins the whole thing. He's like booking it. He's like, gotta go fast, Stanek. Oh, it's crazy. It was absolutely insane. That was the best capture the flag I'd ever seen. I was like, because nobody realized it by like, they only realized it like halfway to 3/4 of the way to the end, and he was just like, bam! And by the time we realized it, he had already won. He's like, we'd already won. Nobody in the place realized he ran. I mean, they obviously realized like maybe a minute later, like, oh, he's not here anymore, and the flag's not here anymore. And then nobody who was in jail realized it for a few seconds, like a few minutes. And then nobody who saw, like, who was watching him realized it. I mean, sure, some people did, obviously, but like, it was crazy how just like, wow, okay, well then. You know what I mean? Like, oh boy. Wow, anyway. So yeah, so that was the best capture flag I'd ever done. And then there was like a glow-in-the-dark capture, because it was capture flag in the dark, but to make it fair, they gave us all glow sticks. But you know where I put my glow stick? I took my glow stick and I put it in my shoe, because they had the rule, you have to be visible. And so I had 2 glow sticks. I put them in my shoes. And they were like, somebody came to me like, oh, come on, that's cheating. And I went, can you see it? He's like, yeah. Well, I'm not breaking the one rule that I was given. Because that was the thing, too. I was given one rule. Just absolutely one rule. It has to be visible somewhere on your body. So you can't go like under your shirt or like in your pants or like, you know, in your mouth, you know? It had to be visible. Or like in your sock, you know? Or like in your bra or something, you know? In your underpants or something, you know? You can't do that. Like, that's not right. But I didn't break any rules. I said to the guy, can you see it? He was like, not well. Can you see it? And he goes, yeah. There, I'm not breaking the one rule I was given. I was like, and he was like, he looked at me like, loopholes, oh, you and your loopholes. You found a damn loophole. To be the most, like, minimalistically visible person ever, yet still not break the one rule. Find a way to break the system, or whatever it's called, what's a word I'm looking for, whatever, fudge system? I don't know, anyway. Yeah, so, that's just me personally. I remember that. I was like, I did it. I figured a way to, like, calm the system or whatever it is. Like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? Because everyone's like, or the few people who were there in that at that moment were like, you and your loopholes. Like, you know, oh, there's a loophole there. I found a way to do it without, you know. It was great. Because that was the way they made it fair. They were like, because first of all, everybody would have smashed the trees, like, with bat. And second of all, everybody would have, like, never been able to see anybody, and people would have smashed into each other. It would have been bad. But that was the way they were going to get it, like, fixed. They were like, oh yeah, but whatever. It was bad. It was a great capture the flag, but nobody won. I remember that, like, because capture the flag is really stupid, in my opinion, for being a game. It's a game that sucks because it's a game that sucks because you have to have a strategy or else, like, run. Doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work because somebody will catch you. There's no way of doing it without being awful. Like, without just, you have to have a strategy or else you'll just be like, run! And then somebody touches you and you're like, oh. And it depends on what version of Capture the Flag you're playing too, you know? Yeah, wait, let me just set it properly. Yes, it's still recording. Sorry, I was talking about, Capture the Flag. Sorry, there's a big cut. I'm sorry, I lost a bunch of footage. I'm sorry, I lost a few minutes of footage. It's okay, that's okay. I was talking about GoPros and, like, the stuff here, and look, like, I think they're good. I don't know where the videos would end up. I think it's bad. I think the only reason it's good is if you're going to go do, like, a tour of something. That would be the only good place. Other than that, I don't know if video would ever go anywhere. Photos, 100% yes. I want to do that as a well, not a living maybe, but I know I want to do that to make some money. Anyway, so yeah. And come look at all the Ben Claremont videos and like, okay, what are good videos and what do people think of this camera? And what do people think of new cameras? What camera should I get after this one? And to upgrade this one and to do this one better, to do this one next, and you know, like all that kind of stuff. And then there's also the whole like, cause like the great cameras are like the GoPros and stuff like that. But the GoPros are like great, just if you have a workflow thing. This I'll render in like a half hour, maybe if that. In 360. Half hour to an hour. The GoPros, now, the GoPro Max is more mobile friendly. Let's check if it's still recording. Yes, mobile friendly. But the GoPro Fusion, literally, but this is with any thing. It'll take hours to render any 360 video. Anyway, but the GoPro Fusion can literally take you like 3 days to stitch like a few minutes of content. It's bad. Don't buy it if you don't have a big high-end computer. Now, I might buy it if I want to get like a Max, maybe. But also, it's GoPro, so it's got all this GoPro stupidity where it's like, you need to have the GoPro mounts and GoPro, because they want you to go into the GoPro ecosystem. Same with like Apple. You know what Apple has? Well, they this is not great either because if you this is pretty much only for it's for Samsung phones and then iPhones, and that's it. So if you have another like Android phone, then yeah, it's okay, but I don't know, it's not great. But anyway, that's beside the point. I like this camera. I think it'll be great for making my first few bucks. And then someone's going to say, but I've seen better. Or I'll show them the next thing, like, I don't know, 8K footage or 200 megapixel, 300 megapixel photos. And they'll be like, that is a legit jump, like a huge jump from what you've shown me to what you're showing me now. Like, ugh. Now, personally, I don't know if this is actually, like, that bad. I think it's great. Make sure it's still recording, because it stopped recording before, and I cut off a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway. See if it's... Yeah, it's still recording. Okay, so yeah. I'm not saying it's bad, because it's not. But I'm just saying it's not the best. Ben Claremont does not like it anymore. He says, what's the point if you can get anything better for $100? Like a Xiaomi... What was it? Mi Mix? Xiaomi Mi Mix, I think it's called. Anyway. I think it's called that anyway. Unless I'm thinking of the phone. Anyway. Like, it's better. Like, it's sub $100. Get something better, or you'll use a lot more footage on. Like, use a lot more. Now, I'm not going to go buy a, $10,000, GoPro rig. Or, like, a couple of, DSLRs hooked up together. But I will buy a better camera one day. Now, I don't know if it'll be anytime soon. But it'll definitely be, I don't know. I think I will upgrade this camera. But I'm going to start with this camera because basically I only paid $77 for it. It was brand new, $250. Don't get me wrong. That's probably worth it. But he also said that in his original review, he said, well, if you're taking this, right, and you're taking a smartphone, and you need two devices to use it, yeah, buy it. Go for it. Because you were reviewing the first one. But there was a 2016 version of this, too. Is it still recording? Yes. So, personally, I'm like, but you still have to pay so much. But then I realized, yeah, but if you're paying that much just for the camera, why not buy something like this? You have the phone that's really good, and the camera that's really good. So you have two pieces of technology, except instead of one, and then another 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10, 1,000, You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my reasoning. I guess the reasoning he had. So I'm like, oh, I get it. I don't know. I mean, that's my 360 stuff. I haven't done much more than that. Go look at some of my... Well, I have some 360 videos. My most viewed video is a 360 video on YouTube, so go look at that one, which is Gloss and Garment Close Shave. So, physical shave or the wrong trousers? The wrong trousers, I think. Anyway, one of the three. Anyway, I did it, like, a lot when I first bought this. I was like, live stream. And then YouTube decided, like, nope, wait. Nope, we're gonna crap all over you and make our criteria like better, like raise the bar. So you have to have better and more. Like, oh, you suck. You really, really suck. Like, no way. Like, god dang it. Ah. I was like, I hate this so much. I just thought it was dumb because I was like, now I can't live stream. I mean, I could take a video of it. It's the same deal. But the problem there is I can get a copyright strike from that. I got copyright strike from everything basically everything I did in live stream. But what I did with it is I gave them the whole the not the riot act. I read them the thing where it's like, under this copyright act subsection whatever paragraph this, you're allowed to use it for commentary. You're allowed to use videos, like copyrighted content, for videos, commentaries, reviews, satire, parody, and if you want to use, like, and contextually. If it works contextually, you're allowed to use it. On all those things, right? Those six, seven things, you're allowed to use it. But then you have the problem of people saying, is this still recording? Yeah, but that's not contextual, and that's not this, and that's not that, and that blah, 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 blah. I'm like, shut up. Shut the frick up, okay, people? Don't give me that bull crap. Yes, it is. Under this article, under this copyright law, I'm allowed to use this for what I am doing. And okay, some things, iffy. Some things I even did iffy. Other things, though, the old videos, come on, man. Contextual. I'm allowed to use this for a commentary. I had to talk over a lot of it, but hey, it's a movie you've probably seen a million times, or you can find somewhere else, or whatever. I'm not gonna upload, like I was saying, I'm not gonna upload a ripped version of The Wrong Trousers just because I was like, yeah, man, America, for yeah. Like, no, I'm in Canada, not America, and just by the way. But yeah, you know what I mean, like, for yeah, fight the man, fight the power. You know, no, I'm not that stupid. My channel would get a strike. I've gotten copyright claims and copyright strikes. Well, there's a difference between the two because one is you get a strike, which is like copyright strike, copyright claim. You get a claim from YouTube usually, telling you, we've informed said person will go back to you. You can dispute it or just leave it. And then I'm like, okay, which I would usually dispute it. I'd be like, no, stop, please. I'm using this commentary. I can use this. I'm fine. And usually they'll like let it go. They'll drop the claim. But when you get a copyright strike, that's usually the person telling you, no. We striked your account. 3 strikes, you're out. And if you get 2 strikes, you lose like, you can't live stream anymore. You can't do a whole bunch of different things. It's bad. But I mean, personally, I don't have a big problem with it because I never had a problem with it. Is it recording now? Yes, it is. Okay. So I never had a big problem with it. But yeah, I personally have had problems with copyright strikes, and I've just given them the same, read them the same thing, and been like, nope, YouTube, no. Because there's a problem with YouTube. YouTube contradicts itself. You're allowed to use less than a minute of content, of copyright content. I think they said contextually, but I'm not sure. Then they say no amount of copyright footage is allowed, or copyrighted material is allowed to be used at all. You want a good video about the copyright system on YouTube? Look up Tom Scott's video. YouTube's copyright system is not broken. Because it's not broken. It's the system itself. The copywriting system is broken. But YouTube's copywriting system is not. Not at all. It does a phenomenal job of not screwing you over too bad. Now there have been people like H3H3 who have been like, no, we're going to what's the word we're looking for? Detest it. We're going to you can appeal, I guess, and like be like, no, this is stupid, and they won because it was stupid. As far as I know, it's stupid. I don't know much about H3H3. All I know is I've heard that story, and I heard that they like won because they were just like, no, this is stupid. YouTube, you're an idiot, and the court was basically like, okay, I see your point. Is this still recording? Yes. Wait. Yes. So yeah, personally, I'm just like, I don't know, I don't care, I'm fine with it. But what I don't like about the copyright system though is like, it catches. No. You know what's the worst? Oh, what is it? It's like, there's a specific. I don't know which one it is, but there's a specific music, like, it's people who basically make sure that your music stays yours. That go to like every video you own and look at. Garrett Jenner had a big problem with that once. He like 4 years ago there were videos that have like 30 seconds of like 10 seconds of music in the background somewhere for like, and you barely can hear what it is. And like, no, that's mine. No, kid. I'm like, oh, you freaking suck. Suck my crusty butt. Anyway, I had that problem too. I had a old video come up and I'm like, no freaking way. And they were like, yeah. And it was only like 6 months at the time, or 4. Anyway, it was less than a year old. And I was like, why do you give a crap? But then I was like, oh, and then the same guys did new videos. I'm like, okay, look, stop. You don't own this music. I know you don't own this music. I looked up who they were and I'm like, you do not own this music. But they're the kind of people who try to keep you, well, it's like you register, or they like inquire about keeping your music yours, basically, which is good, I guess. But like, come on, people, really, you're legitimately gonna do that to me? Like, oh my god, I'm not gonna go there because it's bullcrap. But hey, that reminds you of Fat Albert, which is not a great show to be talking about now, considering what Cosby, you know. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's a copyright system of YouTube. I like it. I think it works fine. It doesn't work perfectly, but I think it's totally fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's perfect, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, oh, here's what's wrong with the system. No, because it's just doing what the system already has in place. You have to fix the system, not YouTube. YouTube is not to fix a thing. So that's my opinion, anyway. And that's Tom Scott's opinion. And I looked at it, I heard his verdict, and I went, because basically it goes with this. YouTube's, the copyright system, YouTube's copyright system, and then how you can fix the actual copyright system. God, man, I'm really itchy. Probably got bit last night, because I was sitting outside at like 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, but yeah, I do, gonna go there. But hey, that's YouTube for you. That's the internet for you. The internet's just a stupidly like, it's like what the, yeah, still recording. It's like what the Jerry Seinfeld said once. He said, YouTube is like a dumpster fire. And I'm like, no. YouTube is like original TV. You didn't know what to do with TV. Like, radio basically was around for like 50 years before TV. Around something like that. Around that much before TV. Like, it was in the 20s and 30s that we were doing radio. And then, like, good, like, broadcasted radio. And then we had TV come along and go. Because movies have been around for a while before that, but TV was like, well, what do we broadcast on TV? That was a dumpster fire. That was a dad dumpster fire. But he said it like, and I go, yeah, but it's the internet. The internet's a dumpster fire. Nobody knows what to do on the internet. Nobody knows how to make money off the internet. Nobody knows. And of course, people know how to make money off the internet. But what I'm saying is, nobody knows how to make money. Like, no one's gonna make $1 billion on the internet unless you somehow make YouTube, Facebook, or Amazon. Other than that, nobody knows what to do. Oh, I have a website and I sell things, but I'm selling the thing. So it'd be the same thing as if I just had like a flea market, and the flea market was just basically like, you know, making, like, if I was selling things at a flea market, it'd be the same concept. Or in a store somewhere and I had to just advertise, you know? That would be the same thing. Like, it's the product I'm selling, not the internet does not make me money. Right? Like, I don't make money off, like, not yet. I don't make money off the internet. It's the same way as if someone came to me and said, you make money off YouTube. And I go, no, I make money from YouTube by... Like, YouTube is not the way I make money. I make money by making videos. I don't make money yet making videos, but I'm just saying. Like, someone makes money making videos, and they happen to host it on YouTube. It was not a thing that people did, especially not like way in the back in the day. It was, everybody has the same explanation. I needed some place to host my videos for my website, because you know your website did you had a very basic website, and your website didn't. It's like a WordPress blog or something, and your videos had, like, you had videos, and you're like, oh, I want to show them somewhere, I want to host them somewhere, and so you used YouTube, right? Or Google Video at the time, before YouTube, which they kind of canned and didn't save anything, and basically all those ones are YouTube, but not really, because there's still some videos anyway. But yeah, so I mean, personally, I don't really care, but like that's the thing. I don't make, like, I wouldn't make money off of, YouTube would not be the primary way I make money. I would make money making videos. So I can put those videos anywhere. And still, like on TV or some, like, publicly funded broadcasting, and it would just be the same concept. Like, you watch some publicly funded broadcasting on, like, Internet Archives, you can watch some crazy crap. Lots of weird porn stuff, and lots of weird, like, or, like, borderline porn, and then, like, weird, like, video game reviews, and weird, like, board game reviews and stuff. Oh, it's weird. It's our vlogs. Weird vlogs. Before vlogs, but they call them vlogs. Anyway. So, yeah, that's my, yeah. Like, it's very much, like, it's like, the internet now is like Internet 2.0 in what we can do on the internet. Internet 2.0 was very much, okay, we're done with, like, BBS blog, like, bulletin boards, and we're done with, like, random, just, like, text-based stuff. We're making better progress. We're making more progress, so we can do, like, a whole bunch more. But we're not making, let me say, we're not making, what's it called? Is it still recording? Yeah, okay, good. So, we're making, like, more with our internet. So, like, oh, we can do this and do that and do this. Now we're saying, oh, we can monetize what we do on the internet. Like, and I'm like, yes, we can. But again, internet's just a vessel to do our physical, a lot of it. Like, I'm not using the internet to make money yet. I probably will one day. But I'm using the internet as a vessel to sell something, make a video, etc., etc., etc. Now, don't get me wrong. Without the internet, I wouldn't be making a dime, which I'm not making a dime yet. But I would not be able to make money. Like, it's crazy how we can make money. I can stare at a piece of glass and it can produce video that I can put on the internet that people want to watch. It's crazy. That's absolutely insane. It's like a thing I saw on, I think it was Instagram, and it was people with glasses. They stare at glass all day. Like, well, they stare through glass, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, they stare at glass all day. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, is it still recording? Yep. Okay. I have to keep checking because I can't see. Hell no, I can't see. Frig off, I can't see. Anyway. But yeah. So, I mean, personally, I love the internet in that way. But I told my friend once, right? We were at the camp, same camp, talking about summer camp. And I'm sitting on the porch of my, what we call the motel, which is the guys' support staff building. And he's walking up, and he's about to go to his room, because my room's the end, and his room is the one before it. And I'm sitting at the end, leaning against the wall, like the railing, like sitting down, and I go, hey, the internet is the best and worst, one of the best and worst, one of the worst inventions ever created. And he goes, he stops for a sec, he looks at me and goes, I don't know about that. Kind of like, really? You know, there's nuclear bombs, there's weapons, there's guns, there's mass genocide, but that's not an invention. Like, the mass genocide's not an invention, but yeah, you know, I know what you mean, but like, there's worse things in the world. And he goes, like, nah, there's worse. And I went, nah, you sure about that? You sure about that? Think about that for a sec. You can talk to your friend on the other side of the planet, but you can also cause someone to kill themselves. So, watch what you do on the internet. It's like, and your nudes can be leaked everywhere. I got one piece of advice for you, children. I got one piece of advice. Don't take nudes on your phone. Never. Without, like, already having inside your head, like, already knowing that they will be out somewhere. Like, they will be posted somewhere. They will be posted somewhere. Like, there's no question they will be posted somewhere. So, yeah. Personally, I think the internet is the best and worst invention ever. Because you could do so much, yet it can destroy people. It's bad. It's just bad. But anyway, I'm not going to go there because you could go on a whole rant about how the internet shouldn't exist. And you could have so many groups saying the internet's a cesspool of disgust, of filth, of nastiness, of dumpster fire, of burning hell, you know? A burning hell of oh, it's bad. But then you could have the thing where, like, yes, but without the internet, I wouldn't have met my wife, had a family, got my job, met XYZ, found the cure for my disease, I wouldn't be alive today. You know, there'd be a lot of these arguments, so you can argue either way, right? You can very much argue either way with the internet, because the internet's a weird place. Like, it's like, because you can do anything on the internet, you get the I like trains kind of people. I call them the I like trains people because they're like, what's the point of the I like trains song by Tom Scott? Nothing. There's literally no reason to have that song exist. But it exists because you can make whatever the frig you please on the internet. That's my opinion. That's what I call them. I call them the I like trains people. Oh, you made that for what reason now? And it's like, because I can. I put a dog licking your screen, just because I can. I have a live video of whatever her name was, is it Deborah the deer or something? Anyway, the fawn. It's like, yeah, why do you have that? It's like, because I can. You're just like, wow, that's crazy. That's just crazy. You want a good video? Watch Good Mythical Morning's live streams, live videos, something like that. It's a good one because they show a lot of weird live stream videos, like live videos of, like, you know, animals and people and guy mowing his lawn, whatever. But yeah, you can do that. You can literally drink water and make millions and millions and millions and millions of views and millions of dollars. Okay, Roman Atwood filled his house with ball pits, right? Like ball pit balls, right? His whole house, and he still has those balls somewhere. And he had a room of it, and he changed it. Anyway, right? Okay. So he did that. He's still getting money from that, reaping the benefits of just. So you put some balls in your house, and you got a free car and millions of dollars. And like, yeah. Now it's not the only thing he makes money off of. Obviously, he makes money off his vlogs. He makes money off his, I guess, his prank channel. I'm not sure. He makes money from, like, his movie. He's making a second movie, apparently, like a real movie. He's doing a lot of different things now. He's doing like talks, and he did a Fushi versus Roman. And don't get me started about FusiTube. FusiTube can suck my crusty. I don't like it. He's fake as frick. Anyway. Also, he's on borderline, like, he's borderline, this is not, also Roman Atwood is also borderline, they're both borderline, this is not a prank, this is psychological torture. Borderline psychological torture. But anyway, I'm not gonna go there. I can talk about that forever too, but, like, he did that, he did his, like, what's it called, his, like, meet and greet tour thing he did, which was, like, for his first movie, which was Pranksters? Also Pranksters? Anyway. I liked him at one point, and then he started saying stuff like, money's not an object, or money's not a, don't worry about money, you know, be humble, family is, and I went, like, family important, work hard to play hard or something, spend money to make money, work hard to play hard. I'm like, so, like, you work hard enough, you'll play hard. I'm like, great motto, but, like, if you're telling me money is not, don't care about the money, and then you're showing me things that are millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? House renovations, cars, like, things that Rolex watches, and you're like, rings, you know, diamond rings, I'm like, stop doing that, okay? And then telling me that you don't care about money. No, it's more of a, do as I say, not as I do. It's like, but please be a good role model. You're not a great role model. You're not a great role model. Now, don't get me wrong. You're not the worst. There are worse people. But yeah. So I think that'll be it for now, guys. Again. Now I can talk about this kind of YouTubers forever. They're just absolute a-holes, some of them. Some of them. The Jake Pauls, the Logan Pauls, the KSIs, the PewDiePies, even the Jacksepticeyes and the Markipliers are not great. DGI? No, I said DGI. No, I said KSI. Yeah, I was thinking I said it right. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I could go there forever. I watched all all four of the fights that they had. It was not, or five, whatever it was. They were okay. I watched them for free too. I found them on YouTube. Anyway, not the point of this. I'm trying to end this vlog, or vlog. Good God, I hate that word, but I don't like the word vlog. Anyway, I'm trying to end this podcast, but, so, I still got all my stuff linked in the description. If you want to get in touch with me, link in the description for, my, there's the, email, which is, Tacoimposters@gmail.com. There's a Discord. There's my Patreon. Please support the Patreon. You'll get way more better content and more frequent content if you support the Patreon. What else is there? Oh, I was going to do a live stream. I was going to do a time lapse, but nope, sun went down. Oh well, not today, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so there's that stuff. And please support me. You'll get a better camera. Please support me. You'll see way more frequent content. Anyway, there's that. And then there's, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for now, guys. But tell me what to do with both 360 and regular content, please. I'm running out of ideas. I think that'll be it for now, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.